Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the Virus Edition, a.k.a. the Pandy Pods,
a.k.a. two Hamish Jews, no Rod Carews,
a.k.a. it's holiday week, so don't you dare tweak. Is that
your
one?
beak.
Your tweak your beaks, a.k.a. Brilliant Brother Sklar, procuring laughs with stories from near and far to the delight of hashtag Old Zealand, the original rhyme czar, hashtag Schulman is a rock star with a high bar on the radar. That's J. Pablo.
A.k.a. J. Pablo.
I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stereo thing yesterday. I know it's not like a normal episode. We have to these trigger warnings. We have to warn you. What yesterday was not a normal episode of this show. We did the stereo, which was a conversation that we had, and you guys got to give voicemails. We're going to do that same thing tomorrow on Christmas Day. We know it's a special day. We did that last week, and we're going to play that for you guys here. You can listen to it again if you missed it. Stereo things are so much fun. We did a 2-hour one this past Tuesday that was amazing. We're going to split it up into two and play those next week if you missed it. And that way, if you like it, you can actually listen to them in the future live. They're so much fun. But we're down to one story an episode, and I think you'll really dig this.
We're doing that so that we don't give you like a bunch of days with no podcast. We want to keep the podcast flowing through the break.
Free, but this is what we're going to do. So let's jump into it right now, Jay. Great story up top.
Okay. Chachi is a douchebag.
It has been documented.
And we thought Joni fell on hard times, didn't we?
She died at 56 while living in a trailer park in Indiana.
And somehow Scott Baio is worse.
He is. He's doing worse right now.
While she's rotting in the ground, he's rotting from the inside out.
That's what Inside Out was all about.
Allegations of sexual assault with an underage co-star from Charles in Charge.
I never liked the theme song. I never liked the Charles in Charge of Our Rights and our Wrongs.
Our
rights. Wait, see, he was an authoritarian asshole back then.
What kind of rights? Like our right to vote, our right to assemble, our right to free speech? That's too much power for Chachi.
He's a despot, like a baby Trump.
So it's fitting that he's turned into that on Twitter, isn't it?
Yeah. Baby Trump, right-wing talking point piece of garbage.
Yeah, someone who nobody likes.
Yeah. Then you got Rick Schroeder.
That guy teamed up with the My Pillow guy to bail a murderer out of jail.
Yeah. What was the plot of Silver Spoons again?
Plot of Silver Spoons was a guy with a lot of money, doesn't appreciate it, and needs to learn how to live more wisely.
Is that what it was? And Aaron Gray, his accountant, helps him out? He's a big kid whose parents you never really...
No, I think he was adopted by the accountant. I don't know. Well, he was adopted... Maybe he was adopted into the money.
Yeah, who? Rick Schroeder?
Now I'm like having...
Is he paying off with the My Pillow guy using Silver Spoon's money?
Well, who knows?
He probably is.
Money from the fictitious family from Silver Spoons?
He kind of made his bones off of...
Well, now there's
This, by the way, should be an episode of Ozark, as I'm watching with Ben.
There is a new former male child star. That guy turned out good. Turned asshole on the scene trying to steal Baio's tone-deaf thunder. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Kirk Cameron.
Oh, Kirk.
Is here to say that you don't just go through growing pains as a child.
Yeah, you can do it as an adult, too.
Yeah, let's get into it. Mm-hmm. So Kirk Cameron he was an atheist when he started growing pains, right?
Yeah, that was
when he was 17. Like most 17-year-olds, he then became a born-again Christian.
Which, okay, fine. Look, maybe he was looking for a way to get out of the limelight.
That's what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. At least we know you won't be getting anyone pregnant at that point.
No,
unless you're marrying them at 17.
Or unless it's an immaculate conception. Those have happened before.
And I'm sure that dude would have had chances.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk Cameron on growing pains at the height of that thing.
Meanwhile, Alan Thicke, who we had a chance to work with at one point, Alan Thicke was probably like, if only Kirk Cameron could have been my son.
Like my real son, Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
Robin Thicke is Alan Thicke's son.
Yeah.
Remember when we worked there? Alan Thicke on I'm in the Band.
That's right.
Sweet guy.
Fun show. Really
Old
nice
stand-up.
guy. Yeah.
But he used to have a TV show, a late-night talk show called In the Thick of the Night.
It's a pretty good show. Pretty good title.
It's a great title of the name.
He's a Canadian guy. He did a lot of things before he settled on the father from Growing Pains. That's who he was.
So he wasn't necessarily a cool guy.
No.
But he was
a sweet guy.
Sweet guy. And I think we bonded with him over the stand-up comedy element of things.
He liked this. He liked
stand-up guys. God, it's so crazy. Like, to think back to the heyday, though, of Growing Pains.
He was cooler than Kirk Cameron when you really break it down, Jay, in the heyday of that.
Yeah, like because he had done stand-up comedy. Kirk Cameron was just this like
born-again
kid.
weirdo.
So born-again Kirk started to tell producers on the show when he got born again in the show, Like, I'm not doing that scene. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing these storylines.
Just what you need is a 7-year-old kid with like Christian balls.
Right. Because that was kind of the point of the show, right? The kid screws up. The parents don't realize how it happens.
By the way, I would just say, Kirk, it's not you, Kirk Cameron. It's your character. You're acting, playing a character.
Yeah, and parents, goddamn, parents want to raise kids, and kids want to break the rules, and that's sort of the formula of the show. And now you're telling people that, and there's nothing writers love more than spending so much time putting together the puzzle that is a script. We're doing it right now. The puzzle that is a script. It's very hard to figure it out. Then to get it past all the censors. Then to get it past
all
the
the notes session, the
then
producers,
to get it past the network,
studio, then
the network, and then have this like dumbass kid at 17 be like, I'm not doing it because of Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
So he began his trek down the road of the restricted and radical Christian beliefs way back then, and it was awful for the castmates and the writer of the show, and ultimately his awful career.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer for a few people. But thanks to the pandemic, his level of crazy can ultimately turn out to be deadly for a whole community.
Right. It's like the My Pillow guy. You're like, I thought all you did was sell pillows. I thought
all you did was ruin my late night television watching. Now you're going to like actually get murderers out of jail. Kirk Cameron caught heat Thursday for hosting a crowded, non-COVID-19 safety-compliant Christmas caroling event.
We don't need to hear caroling this year.
Which he called a peaceful protest to oppose California's statewide pandemic stay-at-home order.
Again, we don't need you to do that.
Christmas caroling, I'm going to say it. It's a little bit of a weird thing.
I guess it's pretty cool.
But are you supposed to tip them? I don't know how that works.
Do you? What if you don't clap at the end? Are you then shunned? Are you stoned?
I mean, and what if they're singing like a super religious, like Silent Night is like, there's some carols that you're like, all right, that's fun. It's winter. It's this time.
Winter Wonderland.
Then you start going into Silent Night and it's like a lot of Jesus stuff. And I'm like, fine for you, but that's not my jam. Like, is it weird to close the door as they're singing if they hit a song that you don't love?
Yeah.
Like, that's always a difficult situation.
We're good.
We're good here. We got it. Thank you for caroling. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Or how do you like between songs after a good one, you want to end on a good note? Okay, great.
Great job. Silent. Oh, they're
Okay.
going for another one. Okay, great.
Good. Do I have to stand out here for Silent Night?
50-year-old Growing Pains star, a year older than us.
Man, he feels older than that. He does feel older than that.
He organized the Sunday rally, his second this month, complete with a live band and hundreds of people at a mall parking lot in Thousand Oaks.
Okay,
just up the road from us.
And California is spiking like crazy, you
and
dummy.
then he posted the footage on Instagram.
So not only did he organize a huge event where people would be gathering and singing, like expectorating out of their mouths and droplets going everywhere.
He posted it online to show everyone that he's got no self-awareness.
That's right. He can be born again, but when you are born again, you lose your ability to understand what you are doing.
All right, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to tell you how this thing played out on the other side of this break. This is Sklar Country, the virus edition. Bells ring and telling us we got to take a break. We'll come back and tell you all about it right after this break.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Also, want to mention Live Down Peopletown on January 16th. That's Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. West Coast time, 9:30 East Coast time. It is going to be awesome. Zach Galifianakis is our guest. Get your tickets now. If you're saying, "Hey, I want a last minute,"
nobody is funnier than Zach on the fly. He is so good. He's good in this show. It's going to be so much fun. Pandemic has hit us. Okay, unlike Kirk Cameron, we are saying stay at home and be safe.
Yeah.
But also, unlike Kirk Cameron, we're going to give you actual entertainment that you can enjoy in the safety of your own home.
So here you go. It's like a night out. So go to eventbrite.com, look up Live Down Peopletown, Zach Galifianakis, and music by one of the most beautiful singer-songwriters, John Paul White, he was lead singer of the Civil Wars. He's just incredible. We've seen him live at Largo. He's beautiful. So check it out. Get your tickets now because that will sell out. All right. So when we left off, basically,
Kirk Cameron is orchestrating a super spreader event in the parking lot of a mall in Thousand Oaks, California,
right.
A state that is spiking like crazy. And look, we've seen tons of super spreader events with choirs who are singing and spreading droplets into the air. Like Randy was saying earlier, like when you're singing, you're pushing out so much of aerosol, whatever's in your body. So if you got it and you're one or two people, you can infect 50, 60, 75 people. It spreads all over.
FYI, there are no beds available in ICU units in Los Angeles.
They're at 0% right now.
So God bless America.
Joy over fear, Cameron wrote in a post promoting photos of the protest. So you want to promote it. which shows throngs of maskless singers apparently failing to follow social distance recommendations. So no masks and then no social distancing. Why can't you be respectful of what's going on and try to achieve what you're doing?
You're Kirk Cameron. Buy them masks.
Get them masks.
Socially distance.
Spread everyone out.
Make it like a really cool event where everyone is
Where
spread
everyone's
out.
at least 6 feet away and they're holding a candle and they've got a mask on, but they're singing into. Get microphones. You're Kirk Cameron.
Be the leader that Boner Stabone was.
Yes. You're in a mall parking lot.
By the way,
Thousand
there was a
Oaks.
character on that show named Boner.
I know, and he was his brother of. May he rest in peace. Very sad that we lost him.
Yeah.
Very, very sad that we lost him. Jimmy Pardo's wife's brother.
That's right.
Super, super sad. But he was a character on that show, and that guy, Kirk Cameron.
Daniel Koenig.
Daniel Koenig's brother. Unbelievable. You're in a mall parking lot.
Yeah.
You're not in a 1-bedroom apartment in Queens.
No.
You don't have to stuff it in. And he doesn't even think about that. Why? Because he's brainwashed.
It's simple. It's that simple, really.
A person who isn't brainwashed understands that a shutdown is a way to protect people, even if it's difficult.
A person who's not brainwashed says, you know what? This year we're not going to carol. It's going to suck. I'm not happy about it. Maybe I'll carol online and we can get that out to a larger audience.
Even if it feels like an impediment to your ability to live your life in total freedom. We have to make sacrifices once in a while because that's the situation we are in, people.
And you know who doesn't understand that? People who are brainwashed.
Or he's acting like this feels like the entitlement of a child actor.
This feels like the entitlement of whatever his character's name was, Seaver.
So
what's his name? What was his name on
Ben
this?
was the younger one, Mike Seaver?
Mike Seaver.
But what I'm saying is this feels like the entitlement of a child actor who became a born-again Christian.
He's entitled. He's
entitled
petulant,
and then divorced from reality.
unfit to do anything but TV.
That's when I realized.
Train wreck.
That's when I realized that Trump is exactly like an old, washed-up child actor.
That's right.
He's entitled.
That's right.
He's petulant.
Unfit to do anything but be on TV.
Right. He's a train wreck, and that's the only reason why we watch him on TV.
He's got tiny hands.
He's got a cocaine problem.
He's sexually assaulted lots of women.
And he's bad at acting.
So there you go.
That's it. He's a child star. That's who he is. Like we've boiled him down to exactly who he is.
Yep.
He is Chachi. He is Rick Schroeder. He's the My Pillow guy who I know wasn't a child star, but he sucks too.
Could have been.
Critics were quick to point out that the carolers were likely spreading more than just Christmas cheer, folks. This is one of the most irresponsible things I've seen lately, one observer slammed. Afraid to give your name? What do you think, Kirk Cameron's going to come after you?
Yeah, it's one of the most irresponsible things I've seen lately. And I've seen Kirk Cameron's one-man show.
In reference to California's spiking coronavirus infections, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Oh, snap!
Snappeth.
He turneth the Bible back in your faceth.
Bitcheth.
Yeah, that's bad if you're a born-again Christian and you have the Bible.
To have Bible verses
turned on you.
Rain down on your ass? Come on.
Another commented, no social distancing and only a couple of people wearing masks. This is so disgraceful and disappointing, just like his acting. No, I added that.
Did you add that?
I did. And it's shocking to imagine that Kirk Cameron could be responsible for anything that's disappointing, given his stellar record since Growing Pains.
Yeah, he's really done some
Did he try to
amazing-
become like a Christian superhero?
I thought it was a Christian rock. Oh, yeah, he was a Christian superhero.
The former teenage heartthrob claimed the protests. Let's not go crazy as
Can
teenage
we
heartthrob.
repurpose and redistrict Kirk Cameron? Like send him somewhere else like they put priests in the church who have done wrong?
Let's send him down to Costa Rica. The protest was in opposition to Governor Gavin Newsom's stay-at-home order. It was also meant to celebrate our God-given liberties, our constitutionally protected rights, and the birth of our Savior. No one's taking away your liberties, Kirk.
No one's taking them away. We're just saying be smart in this time.
Your government is trying to protect you from your own dumb-ass self.
Yep.
On December 6th, the actor hosted a similar event for over 500 people where they gathered to sing Christmas songs. He's trying to kill all of California. This is it. So Hollywood has killed his career. He'll never get another job
And
again.
he's fighting back.
And he's like, now I'm going to kill Los Angeles.
He is. He couldn't get work for decades, and that's what this is about.
If you love God, if you love Christmas, if you love liberty, you're not going to want to miss this, said Camera. I want to add, if you love dying early, before it's your
What if we
time.
don't love God?
But what if we do? What if we don't love God?
We
but
do love Christmas, and we do love liberty.
But we're so on liberty. We're on the fence about liberty.
Would be okay missing that event at that point?
Do you have to love all the things that he listed or just one?
Here's the thing. Kirk Cameron is a famous guy. He's fame. That's what he is.
He's using his fame and influence to put people in danger. Make no mistake. That's what he's doing. That's what's going on.
All because he mistakenly believes that the governor is asking people to be extra careful to avoid the COVID spike to save their lives. He mistakenly thinks that's an attack on his freedom.
Look, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, people, and it's not. I'm not. Unlike your acting career, we have hope.
That's right. Unlike your acting career, there are exciting opportunities right around the corner.
A return to good life.
Yeah,
we have that.
You can't take that, can you?
So you're going to try and kill everyone else, Kirk. Is that what you're doing?
Watch out, Scott Baio. Watch out, Rick Schroeder.
Guarantee this. Scott Baio, Ricky Schroeder, and Kirk Cameron will all have a show on the OAN network.
Yep, and Willie Ames is going to be there too. I mean, he's not going to be on the show. He's going to be a PA.
It's going to be a sitcom about 3 guys who own a gun shop that doubles as a church, and they're all recently divorced. And we call it Proud Boys.
With a Z, because it's zany.
Boys with a Z. All right, there's the episode.
That is a show.
We love you guys.
Hey, guys, have a wonderful night, Christmas Eve with your families. And then tomorrow, enjoy the Christmas holiday. We're going to do that live stereo. The stereo that we recorded last week is going to air tomorrow.
That is your Christmas present. Also dropping tomorrow from our other podcast, Sklar Country.
Is our music.
I'm sorry, The View from the Cheap Seats is our annual music episode. We talk about our favorite songs with some of the best musical minds that we know. It's a collection of incredible songs. It'll turn you on to good music tomorrow as you're sitting around the house, hanging out for Christmas
Pop
Day.
that in and enjoy it. We love you guys. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. Happy holidays. I know this is a big one for everyone, and we'll stereo tomorrow.
This is not a hoax.
We got the jokes. Wear a mask, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da-da.